Verb plus ing or to, remember, regret, etc.
I remember locking all the windows before I left. Who could have opened it? We shall have to go in and check. Maybe you forgot to bolt that window? I don't think so. I regret not informing the neighbors about my absence. Do you think somebody has broken in? I regret to say exactly this has happened. Now always remember to tell the neighbors when you go out next. In the dialogues, Sumna and Anita have used verbs remember and regret to with ing and with infinitive conveying a difference in meaning. The use of the verb remember with ing denotes the action has taken place earlier, which you remembers later. When remember is used with to and infinitive, it means that first you remember and then the action takes place. Similarly, when verb regret is followed by ing, it means that the action has taken place earlier and you regret it later. When regret is followed by to and infinitive, it means that you feel regret and then the action takes place. Here is an example of a sentence with verb remember plus ing. I remember locking all the windows before I left. Sentence with verb remember plus to and infinitive. Now always remember to tell the neighbors when you go out next. Sentence with verb plus regret plus ing. I regret not informing the neighbors about my absence. Sentence with verb regret plus to and infinitive. I regret to say exactly this has happened. Definition. The sentence structure is usually verb plus ing or verb plus to an infinitive when one verb is followed by another verb. Often ing is used when an action happens before the first verb or it takes place at the same time. However, to with infinitive is used after a verb when an action happens after the first verb. So some verbs can be followed by ing or to with a difference of meaning. We can see that in many cases a difference in meaning is apparent with the use of ing and to with infinitive after a verb. For instance, we have seen this with verbs remember and regret. But a difference in meaning does not always occur. Some verbs can be followed either by ing or to with infinitive, and the meaning remains the same in both cases. Some examples of such verbs are bother, begin, intend, start, continue. Let us look at few sentences. Suniti remembers calling her yesterday very clearly. Suniti remembered to call her today. I regret accepting her invitation. I regret to say I cannot accept your invitation. In the first sentence, the verb remembers is followed by ing and it means that the action of calling took place earlier and Suniti remembers it afterwards. In the second sentence, the verb remembered is followed by to and infinitive call. This means that first Suniti remembered and then she called. In the third sentence, the verb regret is followed by ing and it means that the action of accepting took place before the regret came in. In the fourth sentence, the verb regret is followed by to and infinitive say, and this means that I first feel regret and then say something. Here are few more examples of similar sentence structures. Amit denied meeting her last week. Amit decided to meet her next week.